Nearly 17 years I've been a teacher. I am also a professional local realtor. After the Great Recession of 2008, I realized how important it is to have multiple streams of income to support my family and expand my charitable giving. In this adventure, I'm not alone. Today, nearly 50% of Americans have multiple revenue sources. This is why I'm hosting Streams, a show dedicated to why people have pursued work beyond their 9-to-5s. Hello and welcome back to Streams. I'm John Drawlis. Glad that you are with me on this once again beautiful Tuesday. It seems like I'm saying that every single week. It has been just an unbelievable Pure Michigan summer thus far. And as we do every week, we start off, and I'm sorry you're probably hearing a little bit of background noise here. I think my mic is kind of going crazy, so I apologize for that. I'll try to fix it as we go, but whatever, it is what it is. It's the glory of live TV. And so we're going to jump right into the stream of the week. And this one actually comes from a guest from a couple of weeks ago who started another revenue stream. And so this one was from Paige Denver. And if you remember Paige when she was on, mom of 7, and working with the company Monet with direct sales. And so Paige and her husband Luke have actually purchased a large bounce house. And now they're renting it out for parties and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, what a great idea it is. And so our stream of the week is kind of looking for different, different ways in which you can bring joy to people. And what other way than the bounce house? I mean, I'm 40 years old, and I would love to get a house. So that's this week's stream of the week. And but without further ado, I'm going to bring my guest of the week in this week, and somebody whom I think we got it. No, still popping on me. Whatever, we're good. So my guest this week, somebody I have a great deal of respect for, and I frequently reference the book The Go-Giver, and one of the main components of that book is to provide services that are greater than what you're taking in payment and commission return. And my guest this week personifies that with his business at Acceleration Fitness. And so without further ado, I'm glad to bring aboard into the stream Mr. Ben Boudreau. Ben.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me, man. This is fun.
Yeah, no problem. No problem whatsoever. And maybe I'll get these microphone pop to subside at some point here. But but if not, it makes for a good story down the road. If nothing else. So, but anyway, Ben, a few years ago, you've made the transition here from. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to tell your story. You get into your story a little bit and give a little bit of your background here. And so, what is it you and driving force behind you?
Awesome. So I own Acceleration Fitness. My story starts back in Armada, Michigan, a little small town where I'm from. I'm the youngest of 4 brothers. We were all into sports a lot, especially wrestling. And my wrestling career took me to Michigan State, where I entered as a walk-on and eventually became team captain of the wrestling team at Michigan State. During my 5th year wrestling at Michigan State, my college career wasn't the greatest. I had 4 knee surgeries, in 4 years. So it was pretty tough to put something together. But I finally did my senior year. I was named team captain. I was ranked in the nation. Things were looking good. And 2 weeks before my first competition, I suffered a really severe concussion. A guy's knee hit my temple. And being bullheaded like I was, I went back out and wrestled about a minute within hitting my head. And I hit my other side of my head, and I developed a really, really bad concussion to the point where my exams had to get read to me. I couldn't be in certain rooms, sounds it was very, very scary moment in my life because I didn't know if my brain would actually adapt. But I say that because it's a huge part of my story, because that led me to be a strength and conditioning intern as I was team captain, and my coaches wanted me to stick around with the team throughout the season and help them. So I did that, and I ran some workouts, ended up getting my master's degree in strength and conditioning from Michigan State, where I worked with Tom Izzo, Mark D'Antonio, the basketball and football teams at Michigan State as a strength coach. And from there, I'm a firm believer in things happening for a reason and faith. I had all the accolades you could get for strength and conditioning, the education, master's degree. I had Tom Izzo literally calling people to hire me, but for some reason I couldn't find a Division I job like my dream was. And God had other plans. So I ended up in Tennessee, in Bristol, Tennessee, running my first ever fitness gym. And if you guys know Bristol, Tennessee, I say that you guys probably never even heard that in your life. It was a small town in Tennessee, and I moved my family there. It was a big adventure, but just things kind of worked out again. And there was a gym called Acceleration Sports that was inside of a golf dome right off Joslin, if you guys remember where the golf dome was. And I flew to Michigan, interviewed there, and in my interview at Acceleration Sports, and moved my wife back, and we started with 6 clients in 2014 to where we are now with just about 280 clients.
Yeah. And talk about going where you're led, because you're going, obviously Tennessee, they do have some variation in weather, but not nearly kind of what it is here. And so to go from that situation to now it's actually snowing inside the place I'm going to be working. That's definitely what we call a leap of faith.
Yeah, definitely. I got married August 17th, and I moved August 30th. So it was like, married, honeymoon, excitement. I got home, and I packed my dad. I didn't even have my own car. I drove my dad's car. How sad is that? Master's degree in college. I drove my dad's car to Tennessee. So that was an eventful ride.
Yeah, and so now, what is the transition to you? What does it look like as you're transitioning from from strength and conditioning coach into also then being co-owner of this? And so, what does that look like?
Yeah, that looks like in Tennessee, I wasn't an owner of the gym at all. I was the director, and it was in both situations I was a complete startup. So I got there, I had to order equipment, and to be honest with you, they're like, yeah, you know how to order equipment and all the stuff you need, right? I'm like, yeah. And as a strength coach, you're not taught that, man. So I was like, I just figured it out. I failed a lot of times to put it together. And luckily in Tennessee, I had to learn how to sell memberships. I had to learn how to clean the toilets. There was no intern. It was a one-man show. So I had to clean up, and it's a lot of 5 a.m. mornings till 9 p.m. at night, and just got to do what you got to do. But when you love what you do, it was pretty easy because I got to work with some awesome athletes. I actually, little did I know, it was a hotbed there for MLB pitchers. So I got to work with 7 or 8 Major League Baseball pitchers on a daily basis. And I loved it. I did. Yeah. And when I came to Acceleration, it was the same kind of deal, except this time I was offered ownership, but financially I didn't have any money to put in. So I did what's called sweat equity, where I would earn a percentage of ownership every single year as I worked with a company. Yeah. And that's what I did. And honestly, when it comes to transitioning from a strength coach to a business owner, man, I am just lucky to be around the guys that have taught me and mentored me. And I'm very, very lucky. That's all I can say. Right.
And, there's one aspect of that I really want to key in on it that really stood out to me. And that is, hey, I think I may have fixed it. There we go. Yeah, not at all. And that is the part where, and that's the part where you're talking about where, like, hey, I didn't know what I was doing, but I was going to figure it out, right? So I think so often, whenever we're talking about, something new, a new endeavor, a new challenge, I think so often we get, what was that, paralysis to analysis. Well, I have to have everything perfect. I have to know everything before I do it. And so much of what you're talking about it speaks volumes to the importance of just do it. Just dive in and do it. And as you go, you're talking this as well. Like if you care about people, if you're putting people at the core of what you're doing, and ultimately, everything's going to work out. And so well, no, I absolutely love what you had to say on that portion. All right. So now,
to touch on that too, there's a book that I think maybe not kids, but every person should read by Carol Dweck called The Growth Mindset. And everyone knows the growth mindset, not to have a fixed, allow your mind to expand. But in that book, I really learned the importance of failing and just like, hey, I failed this time, but the second time I do it, it's going to be easier. That's it. Like, just know the second, third, fourth, maybe fifth time, like by the time you will get it. And that's the only way you can really learn. So,
yeah. And, you here, when we get a chance, I want you to post that book and the author link on here, and we'll share that with the audience as well. And so that's something I try to talk about with my daughters all the time, right? Especially with my oldest daughter. And because it works in parenting too. I know you can relate as you are getting older. And your oldest is getting ready for kindergarten, right?
Yeah, he's 4. He'll be in DK next year. He's getting big.
Okay. All right. So he's getting there, right? And so I see so much of my daughters are afraid of doing something because, well, I might not be that good at it. That's the point. Like there's a beauty. There's a beauty in failure, and boy, you just absolutely speaking my language. Absolutely speaking my language. And right. And so now you're at you've been at Acceleration now since like 2013, 2014, about that time frame, if my math is correct. And you said about 280 clients now. And so then what is the next round of challenge for you? So what does life at Excel look, or what does the professional life of Ben Boudreau look like 5 to 10 years down the road?
My 10-year vision is to have 5 locations. So to kind of meet like in the middle, I do think 3 years and 10 years. My 3-year vision is to get the main building that I have to be very profitable, very high revenue, but also the basis of all that is to keep my culture of the gym. That's the most important thing to me, because I want somewhere where my kids who are 4 years old and 2 years old now, I want them to look forward to going to it because it's a positive place. It's inclusion, it's love, it's community. That's what I really want. So in the 3 years, I want all the clients that fit that culture. I want it to be a very positive place. And I have a team right now they're making everything happen. So that's for sure. So within 5 years, my hope is to have 2 locations, and then within 10 years to have 5 locations. So I really want to get one just completely figured out, get my system, get everything kind of streamlined, and then expand from there. I'm in no rush to expand to multiple locations right now.
Yeah. And so when you're talking about the locations, are you hoping like Southeast Michigan or
I don't know. I think that'll come to me later on. I honestly think it'd be kind of cool to have one maybe in a different state like Florida, where as my family, like we could take vacations down there and I could run it there. I mean, I'm always looking to travel and expand. So I don't know. I think Southeast Michigan would be cool, but I don't want to make it all about revenue and growth and money. I want to make it about life experiences. So wherever I go, it's just, you said something earlier, a lot of, paralysis by analysis. What do I do? What do I do? At the end of the day, one thing I've been reading a lot by John Gordon is just that when you break it all down, if you just serve others, like if you just put that word in your mouth, like serve, what can I do in the situation I'm right now to serve? Things get a lot easier. So as long as I'm serving any kind of population, wherever God's going to take it, that's where he's going to take it.
Yeah. And it's so simple yet so profound, and I think we view things in a similar mindset, and in terms of where you're coming from, because it just does make all the difference, right? Because profits come, profits go, but again, it comes back to you take care of people. Everything else falls into place. And having known you for for the couple of years that I've also been part of the Acceleration family, you've exemplified that beautifully. So I'm very so. Bottom line is, what I'm trying to share with the audience is that as Ben's talking, he's not just talking; he is living this. He's living this out for me. So. And so, of course, you got to take my word for it. And maybe you only. Now, the other part about that, I was thinking, you mentioned the Florida one is, always also thinking, well, hey, in February, kind of a piece of pepper on here. And so, hey, honey, what do you say we head down to the Florida spot?
Yeah.
I'll take care of a couple of classes down that way. Oh boy. And so like as we get into it, so kind of speak obviously, the that we talked about you having, they one built off of the one led to the other, right? But as you look back, you look at some of the trainers that you have on staff. What would you like be to them, or that maybe considering like a similar pathway, like what is maybe some of the views and like things that go along the way?
Yeah, I think I heard it right. The question is, what do I say to someone that's on a similar path, like in fitness?
Yeah, yeah, like in the training what are the lessons learned there?
I'm sorry, John. I just want to make sure I get the question right. The lessons learned, like through my journey.
Yeah.
I think the microphone went on a battery. I think that's what it was doing. It was slowly dying. Because now I don't know if I can hear you at all. Can you say so? Yeah, I lost you, John. There, maybe disconnected. I'm not sure. You wore the microphone out, man. You're the second guy in the world to do that. I'll go ahead and talk though, John. I think I got the question. The lessons learned. The lessons definitely, if I could just boil it down, it's to serve, but it's also to make sure you have a good team around you. And this is nothing new. I know you guys are hearing this. You're like, oh wow, thanks. But making sure that you have the right people around you. I would not be talking to you. I'm not saying like I'm on some pedestal here either, but the coaches that I have are absolutely phenomenal. And I said this in a meeting the other day and it came out completely wrong, but there's a part in the movie Miracle where the hockey coach is getting all the hockey players and he's getting all this heat for not getting the guys on the Olympic roster who are like these 5-star athletes and all this. And he walks away and he says, I'm not looking for the best. I'm looking for the right ones. So I said to the staff, he was like, you guys aren't the best trainers. And they're like, what? What I was trying to say to them is that they're the absolute right fit. And if you guys ever met them, the biggest compliment I can get in my gym is not like, you got so many people here, you're doing this in this big facility. It's that your coaches are they make you feel so welcome so quick. They're like family. And that's exactly what I want. Like I said, selfishly, I want someplace for my kids to go when they're older, that they can learn about what I'm doing and see the passion, see the sacrifice I went into it, but have this positive culture around. So when you hire your staff, you got to ask yourself, are they going to fit your culture? Are they going to fit your core values? Because there's a famous saying that culture eats strategy for breakfast. And I truly believe that. And I'm trying every single day at it to build that culture and to keep that culture. It's the hardest thing. It's like farming. You got to keep watering the plants every single day. So that's definitely, I think if anyone was going into it, that'd be my biggest advice. If you love what you're doing, you're serving people and you got the right culture, it's inevitable that you're going to grow and you're going to do some big things.
Yeah. Perfect. Right. And, and then kind of sitting out and as they go, can you hear me again now?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry about that. You spend this money for a good mic and then it ends up coming back and bites you in the butt. But all right. So it is that part of the show It is that part of the show. Let me see if I can actually switch my mics real quick here. Stay with me. Is that better?
So I can do it. You got it. We're good.
All right. All right, let's see if that's a little bit better. And so that's part of the show where we're going to enter into the gauntlet.
Okay. I see the questions there too. So.
Questions. And so question time now. And as you have questions, answered into the blog. Folks watching at home, okay, to the folks watching at home, if, so enter your answers in on Facebook. After the fifth question, hit send. And then we're going to go back and get Ben's answer. And as we get Ben's answers, if all 5 match, then you'll win a prize. All right, so
Let's do this.
Mr. Boudreau, you ready to enter the gauntlet?
I'm ready.
All right, so first one. All right, so I'm talking to a trainer, so I got to get a trainer question here. All right, talking to a coach. So here we go. For your own physical fitness, what do you prefer? Kettlebell cleans or kettlebell swings?
Got it. Got the answer.
All right, ready for question 2?
Question 2.
Okay, question 2. You have and you're going to go to a downtown area establishment. Are you going to sit inside or outside on date night?
Okay. Got it.
Okay. All right, question 3. And this one has to do with your training staff at Acceleration. Whose workout tape can you most tolerate? Or is your favorite? Whose workout tape? Workout music? Whose workout mix? Maddie, Nick, or Grecky? Which workout mix is your favorite? Did you actually work
Oh
out?
man. Oh. Okay, I got it.
All right. And amid our COVID, we finally found out that sports are going to be back. That Major League Baseball coming back. That basketball coming back. Even though Pistons aren't going to be part of it, so it's kind of a moot point, but it's still hypothetical. So with sports being back, you can buy season tickets for one, but not the other. Pistons,
Got it. Easy.
all right. And then last one is tickets a little bit outside of the sports room here, but you got tickets to a Broadway play. You can only pick one of them: Hamilton or Phantom of the Opera.
Got it.
All right, you ready for all 5?
I'm ready.
Okay, so for those of you that have your answers ready, post them now. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back and get Ben's answers. All right, and we are back. Let's go and get some answers here. All right.
All right.
Cleans or swings? What are we doing?
Swings. I like swings.
All right, why is that?
I love the whole motion of kettlebell swings. It's momentum. It's using your hamstrings, your glutes. It's a really, really good move. It's high heart rate too. I love cleans though too. That's a good one. But I think swings would be it for me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, date night, downtown Victorian, inside or outside?
Outside for sure. I'm outside as much as possible. My wife can't stand it because I have to be outside all the time. That's just how I am. I love the sun. Any chance I get, man. 4 a.m.
Yeah, no, I hear it. Yeah, are you willing to wait a little longer? Like if your table, order table, hey, it's got one ready for you, or half an hour wait outside. You say wait a half hour, or are you just gonna eat?
Yeah, this is where my wife would. I drive her nuts too. Again, I like waiting because I'll be social. I'll say hi to people, and I don't mind the wait. If I'm outside on date night, I'm trying to make that as long as possible.
I hear you. All right, little controversy. Whose workout mix?
I'm gonna go with Nick and Maddie and Grecky. If you watch this, Grecky's. There's two ends of the spectrum. Like Grecky's into like the new stuff. He's younger, so he knows these songs I don't know. Nick, for some reason, even though he's younger than me, he's still stuck in the 2000s in hip hop. So like that's kind of my style too. But Maddie's a close second because Maddie has some pretty good playlists. But Maddie, I don't know. They're great, but she has some songs in there that are questionable.
Yeah.
But that's tough though, because Nick put on the Cupid Shuffle sometimes, and I'm like, Nick, come on, man. I was just about to hit a PR, and you put on Cupid Shuffle.
Well, with Nick, like Maddie is like always like eclectic. Way over here could be way over like all over the place, but Nick, you know what you're going to get. And, I agree with you on Grecky because I don't know.
Grecky's he's like super cool, man. It's hard to it's hard to keep up with him.
So, all right.
Tigers for sure, man. Because even if the Tigers are bad and stinking, it's still fun to go to the games. Pistons games, man, that's tough to say because when they're in a championship, when they're good, man. When the Pistons are good, Detroit's just a whole different city. I don't know. I'd go with Detroit Tigers though.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a good Tigers?
Yeah. And thinking about again, it's the inside outside question from before. Somebody like Sunday night being out there. And,
yeah, absolutely.
All right, and then last one. Okay, Broadway musical.
Yeah, John, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no idea what Hamilton or Phantom even is. I grew up in the country and like I got really bad ADD, so sitting still and watching a play just wasn't in the works for me. So I haven't got to the Broadway musical stuff yet.
That's fine.
I did hear that Phantom of the Opera was pretty cool. I heard.
Yes.
Yes, and my wife is all about this too, so she'll let me know. But I do want to get. Yeah, I do appreciate the arts. I'll say that.
Absolutely, and essentially what this one amounts to is Hamilton is the new latest greatest, and the Phantom is like the classic, and so it's like okay, kind of old school, new school, kind of where it amounts to.
I feel you. So I probably like Hamilton better then.
Yeah, and but all right, well, Ben, I want to bring up the Acceleration website once again. And then I also wanted to, let's see if I have it on here. Also going to point out where the location is here. And so for anybody watching at home, Acceleration Fitness is located basically in the middle of it, a mile from the arena former Palace, and right there on Optite. And so Ben, so kind of what if you kind of promote anything like that. And so what is currently going on in the gym for people that are looking to get in shape?
Yeah, I think I heard that right. But as far as like what we're doing right now at the gym,
yep,
we are we're still waiting on the governor's order to open. We want to take things seriously, and we're waiting on her. I'll be not gonna lie, I definitely love to open very soon. So I'm hoping and praying. But with that being said, we ran an outdoor workout today at 7 a.m. with Maddie, and we had about 14 people out there. Music was bumping. We had the weights outside. It was a beautiful sun, the camaraderie. You can train in person, and you can still get the community feel. And even if you just come to Acceleration one time and just try it, you'll see that family feel, and you'll get a great workout, that's for sure. But we are currently cleaning out our back storage room, which is huge. We're very blessed to have a very nice, clean, 22,000 square foot facility of Acceleration Fit. This is brand new. Everything has just gotten redone this past year. So we have a huge garage door that's going to be open, and it's going to be outdoor. We'll have our cardio equipment in there. We're really excited. The team and I have been working on this really hard, especially my team. I got to give all the credit to Maddie, Nick, Grecky, Sheila, Kim, Lindsay, Megan, all you guys. They're putting everything together. So if you guys can come out and just try one workout, get away from the house a little bit. I know the at-home workouts are great. I mean, we've had the best results I've ever had as a gym owner during the quarantine. I can confidently say that. Maybe it's because people have more time, but also the Zoom workouts make it really convenient. But if you want to just try one of the workouts, you guys can message me. I'll let anyone try it for free for the first time and just see if they like it, if it's a good fit, and we'll roll from there. So
awesome. And yeah, and as somebody who's there can attest to what you're talking about, and I appreciate it. So I just appreciate how ahead of the game you guys have been this entire time. So as soon as quarantine, you guys like ready to roll out. I had it all ready to go with Zoom workouts, and then on top of that, when we were able to open last week, we were all ready to go over that immediately. And so again,
full disclosure on that, if you don't mind, my team, we're younger. I'm the oldest one on the team. Well, not anymore, but the adaptability of my team is what did it. I mean, we found out, we got hit with it, and maybe this can help you guys watching this. Our outlook was the Stockdale paradox. It's Jim Stockdale, I think his name is Jim, was a prisoner of war for a long time, and he got out. So I was like, this is the future, would be all right. We're not going to look for certain dates. We're going to have realism with optimism. We'll be optimistic and adapt to what we can, but we'll be realistic, and it may not be till August. Maybe we don't know, but we can control what we control. That's serving our people. So that's really helped us. And also my team, when last Thursday's events happened, I was dead tired. My brain's been fried since, March 16th. Had I not had my team help me make the decision, they're like, move stuff outside. You need your team around you, because they picked me up when I needed it. And, I'm almost getting emotional. I'm so thankful for that, because the people you have around you, the community, the people supporting us, it means a lot more than you know.
Yeah. Without question. And we're thankful. We're thankful for you for all that you guys continue to do. So, Ben, keep up the great work. And then for those of you watching at home, I've got we're taking next week off. I'm not teaching next week. Which gives me 2 weeks to figure out this month in June. So again, I apologize. Thank you for all of you that are watching that stuck out. Kobe in particular, I appreciate them. I'm making popcorn. No, I'm not making popcorn. So I'll get this thing figured out. And again, especially thank you to Ben Boudreau for sticking it out even amidst all my technical difficulties. So check out Acceleration Fitness. I posted the link once more, so accelerationfit.com, and check out the gym sometime, and hopefully we'll be able to get back to there real soon. All right? Thank you so much.
Thank you, John. Thank you, guys.